This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid-five figures or more share their wisdom. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes because transforming possibility leads to reality. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
Well, I am Andrew Arnold, and I support parents and entrepreneurs in really creating a fitness program that matches their lifestyle, and really what it comes down to is their top priorities.
Love it. Top priorities being what kind of patterns do you run across so far?
Yeah, so patterns is definitely family and business is what they really all they care about spending their time on. Sometimes it's only entrepreneurs, sometimes it's only parents, but a lot of times it's a crossover of the two. And so they don't like the idea or thought of taking time out of those or anything else in their life to go into a gym or typical like college kid fitness is maybe a way you could view it. And so we create a custom plan that really matches their lifestyle and almost feels like you're not investing time in it, but the byproducts are great health and, overall getting your weight down many times, but really great health is what it comes down to.
Love it. Love it. Can't go wrong with great health. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being in business?
Good question. Best thing about being in business, it's probably like twofold for me, is I really, really appreciate getting to know people more and figuring out kind of how I can serve them. Along with that, I love making connections and just meeting other people who are similar minded, who really are ambitious and fun to be around. And then the second part would be I really like making my own schedule so I can have time for my kids and my family. That's like, man, I don't know, those are very even. So
Love it. I love it. I love it. Question number 3. We hear from other owners, successful owners like yourself, that they're getting so much business that the chaos is causing overwhelm. Tell me your thoughts on that, Andrew.
that's a good question. I think for me specifically, the chaos really comes into it with balancing what I'm going to do for my business and then my family. And so a lot of times I'll go through like just times of like so much time in the business, and then I kind of back off and do a little bit more with my family. But a lot of what it comes down to is if you don't have a business model that is going to be able to take on clients and be able to have you be scalable, you have like a hobby that brings you money or something versus a business. And so really figuring out how you're going to structure your business, how you're going to structure in my case, coaching, or whether it's products or whatever, so that you can make sure that you always have, always able to deliver, always able to really show up fully for your clients and scale it. That's really what it comes down to. And a shout out, actually, I've been working with my brother, Gabe Arnold, and he's really good with that stuff. Before working with him, I'd always go through like extreme just times of like super busy and then nothing, super busy and then nothing. And he's really helped me scale and go from a nice consistent incline. Not that there's not bumps along the way, but it really comes back to, I think, just your business model and figuring out how are you going to serve as many people as possible while still really caring for your time and allowing, for me specifically, being with my family, I think.
I love it. I love it. And that does lead into number 4, because I do love me some Gabe, and he is great when it comes to the process. That's a true talent. So question number 4, what other successful business owners like yourself should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast?
I definitely think Gabe, I know you've already connected with him as well. Miha is awesome. I've talked with him a good amount, actually. And then somebody a little different that I think would be fun is Liz Pithko, the lawyer. She's really cool as well. Those are 3 that I come to mind.
Love it. Love it. And question number 5, let's get to the whole crux of everything, right? What piece of wisdom would you share with other business owners?
So I guess when it comes back to business owners, I always end up talking with them about their health goals, about what they really want to balance their health with their business. And I think if you don't have a routine or schedule that you're flexible with, but also very specific with, you're always going to be struggling. Whether it's for booking clients or taking care of yourself, if you don't have a custom plan that fits you, you're always going to be struggling. You're always going to be playing catch up, and you're never really going to be able to feel like, like a deep breath of like relief, or like, man, like I have things under control. And so if you're not willing to take a step back, and it's not productive, perhaps it feels like, but if you're not willing to take a step back and really create a plan that works really well for you, that really encompasses what really matters to you, and health is always in there, but sometimes not quite a priority, then you're always going to be struggling. You're always going to be burning yourself out, and then having to force time off. And so if you're not intentional about what you're doing with your time, and more specifically, what works well for you, which is something I personally keep coming back to, versus what's the hottest trend right now, what is everybody saying you have to do, you're going to keep struggling. So you have to figure out, what really is going to work well for me. You know you better than anybody else. And so you've got to create a plan around yourself and your top priorities. And I think if you do that and revise it on like sometimes a monthly basis, or at least a quarterly, you're always going to feel ahead, and you're really never going to be able to feel, not never, but less often feel like you're overwhelmed, or you're stressed out, or you can't take care of yourself, or you can't serve your clients. And so I think that that's really a big key for myself and for my clients as well.
Love it. I absolutely, I couldn't love that more, to be honest. That is some really good advice for business owners. Question number 6, what's the most fun vacation you ever had, Andrew?
Most fun vacation was probably, I'd say it, I guess maybe two. So, first one was my honeymoon. It was my first cruise, at least. And cruises are just like really unique experience. If you haven't gone on one, it's unreal to be on the water and just see nothing else. It's really a cool thing. Every time, I've been on one other one since then, pretty recently actually, for an anniversary, and they're so cool. And then second one was where is it? Destin, Florida is also very cool. I like that a lot. But cruises take the cake. They're unreal.
I love it. I love it. I have yet to be, well, I've been on some cruises, but they were a little bit different than what you're describing, me being a Navy guy. But the feeling, though, the out there on the water, just seeing the extent of it, that's amazing. I absolutely love that, and I will never, ever, ever forget it. However, I look forward to going to one of those other types of cruises that you're talking about.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for being on. How can people get in touch with you? What's your website, or how can people find you, Andrew?
Yeah, so masterhealthsystems.com is my website. It's getting finished up. Should be ready by the new year, which is cool, depending on when this actually airs. And then also on Facebook, if you follow me, Andrew Arnold, it's my profile picture, and fitness coach is right under that. So those are definitely the top 2 places.
Love it. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid-5 figures or more share their wisdom globally. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.